Brian Davison. I'm the Chief Scientist for Systems Biology and Biotechnology at Oak Ridge National Laboratory, and I'm the Deputy for our Bioenergy Science Center. I work with and help lead a group of researchers to try and do multidisciplinary and multi-institutional research to try and tackle some of the fundamental questions involved in bioenergy. The ones that in our Bioenergy Science Center we're most trying to target are, can we modify the plant material, the green plant material, to be able to get it to be more easily digested, converted, made into fuels? And also, can we understand and simplify the processes of microbes and enzymes that will attack that material and be able to make it simpler and more cost-effective to do the conversion? And if we're lucky, we should be able to find ways to make a modified, better plant material that also links up to an improved, simplified process in a synergistic improvement. Many of the federal agencies have EPSCoR programs. The real value of an EPSCoR program is to try and build in certain states things like our Bioenergy Science Center, multi-institutional, multidisciplinary projects that can try and bring researchers together to improve and accelerate collaborative research, because this is a problem for bioenergy that's bigger than any one researcher can really handle, and also to accelerate the amount of training and capabilities that exist in different states across the United States. What most of the producers and consumers really want to know is, can we do it? Can we do it cost effectively? How much can we do it? How soon can we really do it? And can we do it forever? Or this becomes the whole sustainability question. Where the research really comes in is to start trying to answer those different complex questions. We have certain first-generation technologies, but those can work in certain places and applications and certain types of feedstocks. But to really get this to be broad spread, we need to continue research, so we're not just working on the first generation, but we're working on the second, third, fourth, and fifth generations of technology to continue to try and improve this. And so the ultimate goal being, can we, for the United States, have a domestically produced supply of liquid transportation fuels that is both sustainable, economic, helps our rural economies, and tries to help our national energy security? And in the third area is also CO2 neutral. Any biofeedstock to be judged as a intentionally produced feedstock, one that's what's someone called a dedicated energy biofeedstock, is going to need to have high productivity. It should have low requirements for fertilizer and nutrients. And it should be able to be moderately drought tolerant. And many of us believe it should be a perennial. Switchgrass is a native tall prairie grass that actually fits all of those characteristics. So it's one of the top herbaceous crops to be considered for this type of development, and is well suited for large amounts of the plains and the southeast in different varieties and varietals. These also are essentially undomesticated tall grasses, so that there's a lot of biological potential to breed and develop better and improved varieties and varietals. So that's I think things are still out as to there is going to be no one winning feedstock. I think it's going to be a variety of feedstocks that are going to be chosen for different parts and regions of the country. On the value of the research that we're trying to do in bioenergy, part of the thing is we need to be doing research, what sometimes called R&D, research and development. And sometimes it becomes research and development and deployment are some of the issues. We need to work across that spectrum of moving things out into the community. Parts of the challenges of research is to try and look for those really hard questions where you can try and make breakthroughs or try and see where things may improve or try an idea that no one has tried before. So I think that's where we need to balance what we're doing in the country now between those three areas of doing the research to try and improve things and to improve that further generation improvements, the development to try and get these first generation processes out and tested, because there's a lot of concern since they're brand new technologies. The risk is high, and so investors, especially in the current climate, are very leery to put their money in an unproven technology. And the third is, if we're really serious about getting this done in the next decade, we need to move conscientiously into deployment, both on the feedstock side, producing the raw material, and on the conversion side, having the places that will take the material and convert it. Oklahoma has some unique research and development resources at the universities and at the Nobel Foundation. They also have a reasonable amount of biological potential. I mean, as the land is pretty well suited for herbaceous crops and could be well suited to be a productive site for some of these things, especially if we can make them more drought tolerant so you don't need irrigation.